Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Okay, I think you guys could hear me. Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Okay, I think. All right, loud and clear. Look at that. Super loud. Welcome into WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Woohoo! Happy Friday, everybody. As you see, we've got some changes going on here. Just to improve the channel a little bit before I hit the road, I have a new things. One of them, you guys, is that I will be doing live call-ins. And that's what's going to be very exciting. Check this out. That right there is coming soon. Let's talk live call now. So that's going to be while I'm in on the road. That's what's going to happen when I'm on the road. So I think that that's going to be really exciting. And all you got to do, very cool, right, is subscribe. To do all of that is subscribe, become a member. If you want to call in, you could watch a show all you want, but I'm going to allow my members to call and talk. You all have been here with me. We're going to go on 3 years. 3 years. We're in May, June. Yeah. Together. And that's a really big deal to me. That's a really big deal. And yeah. And then the other thing I've got here, other captions that I'm doing is boom, breaking news. And I will be putting that up as I go live on location, and you all will be able to see it. All you got to do is subscribe. So take that moment now and hit the subscribe button if you have not, and give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Hi. Hi, I am Bernie. Hi, Muffin Top. Let me see. Do we have thumbs up on this thing? I don't see it. Do you guys see the thumbs up? Um, let's see. I don't think I should futz around with it. Um, yeah, 3 years. Believe that? Hi, Colleen. Muffin Top. I am Bernie. Hello. These are my subscribers and I think members. Mama Smurf, Fozzie, welcome in. And sorry again, Shazam, that I switched the time, but it really is that I had a little issue with getting this started and I had to go over a few technical things before I got on. Hi, Lisa. But here I am. Now, those that are new, hi, Boston, understand that this is never directly about, hi, Rumpel, the the people I'm talking about, hygiene, as like Dolly Vision. I've been using these creators' videos to show you bits of information that I believe would help solve the case if they were looked at. I do. But it's not being used. I don't think, maybe it is. I will never know. But I'm going to show you guys today videos that come from Dolly. And the only one of the reasons I went back to Dolly is because I went back to Summer Moon Wells. And looking at these presentations that I put together, Everything ties together. So the information that I'm going to show you on Summer Moon Wells, when I think it was when Candace and Don went to Dr. Phil, I was doing that presentation, and it was then that I saw that, oh wow, I see a common element that's continuing over and over and over and over. Now, I always say to people, everyone's reality is different in the moment, right? I could show you guys a picture. One person would be like, wow, I can't believe how beautiful her hair is. Someone else will be like, I didn't notice her hair. I can't believe the color of her eyes. I didn't notice the color of her eyes. Wow, look at that beautiful tree behind her. So everyone's reality, we're all looking at the same thing, but your realities are they're different, right? Because within that moment of time, things are not the same for each and every one of us. Everyone is in different moment of time. It's like when I do my readings and my psychic readings and my personal readings, it's a blip in time that I'm grabbing. I'm grabbing information in that moment. Now, somebody else that does the same thing as I do, they might be grabbing different information in a moment of time. We both might be right, but it's just different information within that split second. That's all it is. It's different information within that split second. The first few photos that I want to show you is showing you where my energy is being placed right now. Summer Moon Wells is not being forgotten. Summer Moon Wells has been placed on the back burner for many of the creators that I follow. I could easily say, oh, I don't understand why, but I do understand why. It's because somehow, Sebastian and some other maximized, there we go, and some other missing children have what to give these creators in order to, how could I say it, offer a space for deep fake. So it's like when I watch Sebastian and I watch these other creators cover Sebastian so obsessively, which is fine. Who am I to say, right? It's it's as if no other child has gone missing. You guys, there's been multiple children that have gone missing since Sebastian's gone missing. So when I see a pattern within the YouTube creators environment, I see a pattern beneath the deep fake. So I will see a pattern that's showing to me because that's the pattern that's important right now. And that's because it is recognizable to the children. And they're saying, please watch. Because that's all of us. Please watch. That's me. That's you. That's all of us. And that's not being discussed and it is not being recognized. So WCAA Network here, that's what we do and we talk about it. We talk about the information that nobody wants to talk about. It's the information that just is a blip in time. And nobody else is talking about it. Don't know why. I could guess why. That's all I could do. Thank you for those ones. This is our little Summer Moon Wells. Summer Moon Wells is the leader of the pack for me, and she is the reason, she's the reason I am here today and being able to give you the psychic reading within these videos. I've been able to do this my whole life, right? I'm a fifth generation. But those who have been in my situation, you don't like, you don't know you're doing it most of the time. You just don't. It's your normal. It's my normal place of being. It's who I am. So I would just say things like, I've been here before. Tell my mom where she just was and tell her what it looked like. And all they would do is be like, what is she talking about? And I didn't know that, and it affected me in a bad way, but it wasn't done on purpose. The people in my life didn't do that to me on purpose. They didn't know what I was doing, and neither did I. As I got older, I recognized it and I brought it into my world. And the more I did it, the more shame was placed on me, made me feel shameful and odd and different. Um, like there's what's my place in this world? And I think that a lot of people feel that way when you are doing or do something that nobody understands or maybe scares them. So that's their first way of attacking is through fear. Well, now that I'm 57, going on 58, it took that much time to recognize what I have been hiding. Because through Summer Moon Wells, she has showed me how I see beneath photos, how I see inside photos. I see the movement inside the photos. I've I have done that. I have experienced it. And after almost 3 years, you guys, it's the same information over and over and over. I will see the picture of this beautiful, gorgeous, bright, shining light from God in front of us, who's summer, and I see other things around her. I see what's around her isn't what we all think it is. And then I feel it, right? And this little girl, Summer, and this woman who was just quote unquote, they said that she committed suicide. I don't believe that. No one's going to talk about this part. But this Mika, the Reverend's wife, is a Summer Moon Wells child who was sacrificed for the sake of whoever decided to do that to her. She was groomed, just like a Summer Moon Wells is groomed, but it's not going to be talked about. What's in her hand is no different than what we see Benny Keys holding. These are elements that show themselves to me, you guys. I have so much confidence in what I'm saying because it makes no freaking sense. Why else would I see it? I could tell you the whole room that this fake Benny is in. We don't know who he is, and you're never going to see him again. You're never going to see the Benny that we really know. a month or two, I can't keep track of time. He said his goodbyes. I actually was crying. Like I actually felt the sorrow. I felt the shift. I felt it, whatever it is, you know? Ooh, thank you for becoming a member. Amazing. I got to get those little things to show me when someone becomes a member. I got to look into that. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Those perks are going to be insane, by the way. So there are little things that each one of these photos and each one of these elements show across the board. And it's not like I'm just picking shit out of, picking shit out of a garbage. I'm telling you that these elements have shown itself to me. Be only be here. The only way we're going to know affirmation is if someone comes onto the channel and says, I have one of those. You're dead on. That's what it is. Because I have lived it. I've seen it. I support it and I live it. But these people are cowards. Cowards. Oh, thank you, Boston. Another membership. Woo-hoo. Cowards. And they're not right, Rebecca? You knew he was gone. It's as if he was fading away into the earth. Like it was like he surrendered. He surrendered to something that was so larger than life. Like even when I talk about it, I could be crying. I don't even know. There's so many different Bennys. I don't know who Benny is. There's so many different faces that I have of Benny, but there's this thing. It's real and it's there. Dolly Vision has stepped in to fill a void. To fill a void. He's filling a void for me to keep anyone from talking about the real information. Rebecca, right? It was sad. It was so sad. It was so sad. It was. It was very sad. But Dolly Vision has come in to fill a void that takes us away from talking and speaking about this, about the little things that go with these sacrifices, the little gifts, the little trophies. The little trophies. And these are things that are not going to be discussed. No one's going to discuss again the Enan Harsh. Enan Harsh shows all of it. All of it. Look. Look at Enan. Look at these photos that are filled with elements of sacrifice. This here was also in this information here, which is part of the sacrifice, is in the video I'm going to show you from Dolly. These little bits of information around the neck. This to me is what happened to the Idaho 4, period. This is Kiely Rodni. This is Gabby Petito. This is Summer Moon Wells. This is Michael Vaughn. This is Harmony Montgomery, Serenity. It's Mika, the new woman. Not she was a child when he started grooming her. Look what I'm showing you. Look in the middle photo and pull your eyes. Pull your eyes into the middle photo and look at his neck. Look at the photo all the way to the right and look in front of his body, in front of his chest. I don't know. I'll figure out how to do that, but I could put it in here, but I don't want to do that right now because it takes me away from concentrating right on the video. So I'll find a way to put it on a slide for next time. But if I go over and start typing, Rebecca, it's a great thing. Thank you for asking, but it defocuses what I'm doing. Because if I stop to physically put names in, I lose my thought of concentration. If that makes sense. But I will put it on pieces of paper. But thank you for asking. There's many, many, many of them. There's hundreds and thousands. But when nobody is talking about what they talked about for 2 years, you have to question it. Where did all this go? This is what I'm going to be showing you. This information that I see, the information that I see is beneath this video, just like what I'm going to show you is beneath the video I have of Dolly. This information here is showing me the sacrifice just as it would in Dolly Vision's videos. Now, it has nothing to do with him directly. His videos offer me a way to tell you the story. Look to the right. Look around Enan's neck. I know, Michelle, it's tough. I know. I know. Light a candle. Look at the picture to the left on the bottom, the V of his fingers. Look at what's on him. The conversations are nonsense, and people, over thousands of people, are listening to air. No one's putting 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. No one's putting that together. They're rambling. They're rambling. They're not going back to stuff like this that holds information. They are flooding the gateways of information with nothing. With nothing. This here is Summer Moon Wells. This here that you're looking at is going to also pull in the photos I have of Dolly. This here is from the video of Don Wells and Candace Wells going to Dr. Phil. Allegedly. That's not what I see. I see guilt. I see Summer. I see Summer. Look at the man to the left with that thing over his head. Look at his head. Look at it. Look. This is what the people that are affected by this sacrifice group look like. They are part of the team that operates this system that Summer Moon Wells was touched upon. What's behind the information of this video is the Summer Moon Wells story. The Summer Moon Wells story. Nobody, including the law enforcement's looking beyond the video. These children are taken, they're put in boxes, and they travel and they're gone. The answers are within the videos. This here, you guys, is a vision. They're looking out of a window from a car. This is Dawn Wells and Candace's car. They're looking through a window. And what I'm telling you, I Googled and looked. This is not what this street looks like. It's by, it's Dr. Phil's studio. And then this shows that it's by door number 26, 20, 27, 28, 29. I looked at the Google map. I looked at the Google map. I am not really quite certain what they think they're showing, but what I see is the movement of children. I see the movement of children. This here is from the window. Who's sitting in this car is Candace and Dawn Wells. Candace and Dawn Wells. This video is a very short video, right? 1 minute and 28 seconds. I want Candace and Dawn Wells to come forward and get interviewed by someone like me that asks the tough questions. The ones that I don't need to be politically correct. Because I don't work for anybody. I want to ask you questions and watch you try to answer them. By placing photos like this in front of you, Candace, I want to watch you squirm. As your eyes go into the maroon rope. You will have a reaction. There's a reaction that you would have just by looking at a situation like this because it will bring you back to a moment in time. And those are the moments in time that I psychically pick up. So this is a photo that allows me to see the truth. And there's stuff in here that's recognizable to those doing it. You see? It's recognizable. This is a moment within them taking these children for sacrifice, for money, for drugs. These are warehouses. These are boxes. And this is, I turned it upside down because this is what's on the ceiling, allegedly. I flipped it because I believe that's on the floor. That is not on the ceiling. Just like how Molly Golightly went to Ashley Furniture and I showed you guys all the stuff on Ashley Furniture ceiling and I flipped it, same thing. So when I see stuff like this, I've been showing you this image since the beginning. These are boxes. They're boxes, you guys. And these boxes are used. Whoever is doing this recognizes a situation just like that, period. So this is the stuff I'd like to put in front of all of the creators that I talk about, all of the creators that I discuss. This. This is what it looks like from the window. Now understand, this is the window from the car Don Wells and Candace Wells are sitting in as their minute and 28 seconds of footage allegedly going to Dr. Phil's studio. Allegedly. It's all allegedly. Look at it. These are bars. They go into boxes. And you put this in front of someone that knows the story, let me tell you something. You're gonna feel it if you're human. They're not doing this. They're not putting this information in front of anybody. Nobody. Nobody. What I see here, you guys, are the victims. I recognize that the story is within the Wells body. I'm not saying they did it or didn't do it. That I can't say. But what I'm telling you is there's things in their body that could be pulled to the surface to show the truth. And the way you do that is through visualization and concentration. They're it's fields of energy. And everyone is getting farther and farther and farther away from that. AI doesn't give you that. I could tell when something is, these are all fake. So when I say something's fake, you guys, it's fake. There's no human feeling connected to it, you see. And a lot of the videos on these social media platforms, YouTube, don't really, they're getting paid for putting together fake video. I mean, I'm really going to these places, what, in like a week and a half? I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna put AI video of me going in the water and just standing by any freaking river and telling you this is the river I'm by. I'm not doing that. I'm actually doing it because videos like this are telling me it's here. The information that the people surrounding Summer Moon have the information and nobody is pushing at them to even tell it. No one's pushing for them to speak it. It's not happening. They're talking and covering nonsense. This is not nonsense. Summer Moon Wells has a lot to share. And these children see where they go. They see where they go. And they know the kind of people that surround them. And then you have just all these channels that I just would love to put these photos in front of them. The water, the water, the water. How many times do we have to see a sacrifice in the water before anyone calls it out? How many? To the left. Look at the neck. Look at the neck. To the right, look at the body. These are just little examples of what goes into these videos that I pull information out of. The children go through sacrifice. They're taken somewhere. And then people make up stories. And then people put it beneath videos. And then it's shown on social media and they make thousands of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars. And then there are channels like mine that are trying to expose it. Why? Because it will bring justice to the children. It'll help the children lay down in peace. Look at the body to the right. Look at her. Look at what's going on in the water. The things that are going on in the water are incomprehensible. They're things that we don't even realize can be done to a human body. It's nothing less than horror. And I'm showing this not to say, oh, look what's happening to her. No, they have a channel. That's their problem. That's their problem. You know, they could either look at it or never look at it. They could either say, yep, what's this shit in my video and recognize it, or completely ignore it so no one talks about it. No one talks about these children and these photos that are beneath the layers. This is Summer Moon. It's photos like this that are continuing over and over. This was the first photo handed to us. Everything that we need to know are in these photos. The truth was told in the beginning. The truth was told in the beginning. Whatever goes on beneath the videos is continuing and showing within the creators that everyone is watching. like Dolly. I just showed you 45 minutes, 40 minutes of stuff. I showed you the stuff around the neck. I showed you the sticks. I showed you the windows. I showed you the box. Those are the elements that are within particular videos beneath the surface that Dolly Vision shows very clearly. When you zoom into his face, there's no difference between what I'm showing you here and what I have been looking at since June 16th. I actually was introduced to it in May. Maybe April. So this is the stuff that he should be talking about. These are bits of information that are within his video that do not belong here. Bits of information that lay beneath what you are being shown to watch, and that is whatever they put on the video on the top layer. What's underneath it is what's telling the story, is showing you what's happening. And I call it sacrifice of the children. They become part of the leaves, part of the river, part of the forest. They're within it. I mean, the first thing that Summer said to us when we were channeling was, I'm in the leaves, I'm in the leaves, I'm in the leaves. And this was before I even captured anything about the leaves. I'm like, she's in the leaves. Like stuff like that was said. And now I understand why we heard that over 2 years ago. Always goes to the leaves, the trees, the tree trunks, the wood branches, the river, the water, the mud, the sand, the beach. Always. And it's photos like this that help tell the story, because there are things on their faces and there are things around their necks. And Dolly's videos help me see it. This is so, anyone remember when I showed you Ryan Upchurch? Ryan Upchurch did a video saying someone's walking on his property, and it was someone, you could flip-flop both of those videos and they're doing the same thing. Walking in the river, walking like this. Do you remember when Brian Laundrie, they showed a picture of Brian Laundrie doing the same thing? They walk amongst the riverside, and they're in very bad shape. They could barely walk. So every time I see this, it brings me to Brian Laundrie when oh, someone sent in a little video saying that was him walking just like this, just like this. Oh, and then we saw one of someone on Ryan Upchurch's whatever property, and this is what it looked like. So when I see things like that, I'm like, I've seen this shit before, and whatever's on their head is the same thing that's on the head of the person at the allegedly with Don and Candace at Dr. Phil's. They have the same elements on their heads, on their necks, on their bodies. They're elements of information. And people that are covering these cases that I see on YouTube are not covering them at all. Yes, a little baby. I think you're talking about this one. Little babies, little infants, little embryos, all a part of it, you guys. All a part of it. I want you to look clearly at what you're looking at. Look all the way to the right. I didn't want to cut anything out because I didn't want to cut out the river. Look at the head. Look what's going on here. But yet, everybody is filling the airways, not with justice, not with the conversation, not about any of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. This is what deep fake is all about. And it makes a shitload of money. But it doesn't bring justice to the children. Might be fun entertainment, might be fun to watch, but this shit doesn't bring justice to the children if it's not talked about. This is, I have a video of someone walking just like this, a video, someone posted it and it was just like this exact thing. I think it's called walking. Let me see. Let me see if it's in, I think it's called walking, I think, a video. Man walking. Man walking. Man. Let's see. Um, iCloud. Desktop. Let's see. Walk. Empty. I'm gonna have to put that up here. But you guys see what I'm saying? This is what Enan Harsh looks like to me. This is what the guy in the video with Don and Candace look like. But this, like if someone showed this to me and said, this is what your video looks like, I'd be like, whoa, whoa, right? Think about it. This is a video of information that is showing how these people need to walk. Just like um, Papillon's video, she said they walked. They needed to walk. They make them walk. That's what she said. And this is what it's doing. It's making them walk. And this is after they have limbs and everything else cut. This is what it is, you guys. Is this it? As I'm talking, I'm looking. I have about 2,000 videos. One day I should just do a video day and just play all my clips, so you guys could see all of these videos. Like they're interesting because nobody really has them like this. I mean, a lot of times these videos are taken down or deleted, played with, tampered with. Not in that one. So Summer Moon and all the other victims, they walked like this. May it have been in the water, in the leaves, in the stream, on the ground, in the desert, in the forest. Look at the picture all the way to the right upper. The picture to the right on the top and the picture to the one on the bottom. They're very different from each other. Very different. Very different. Why the fuck did I say that? Very different from each other. What? Oh, there it is. Different people. Very different. They're different people. There's different people in here. There's different people in here. So the picture all the way to the left. Let's see. Look at the number 5. Look at what's on the. Let me brighten this up. Copy. Okay. Save. All right, let me bring this up. Page 54. I want to brighten this up for you guys. It's super important to see it. Okay. All right, while this is uploading, that's what I'm going to be trying to do often, is giving an explanation of what the hell I'm doing here, right? Because a lot of people don't understand, especially people that are new. It's not easy to follow. I'm going to try to make it easier for you guys. I'm blowing up this picture on page 54. Wait. Come on. Still loading. If you guys, do you guys have any questions? I never asked that. I know that questions come, and I'm going to start. I got a phone number that I'm going to start using so we could work together and talking and communicating. This here is interesting. This one. This is something, wait, it's off. This is something I found that I haven't looked at for a while. This was this person's YouTube channel. And I looked back at this today. I think it's going to come into play somewhere. I looked back at this because I went through this and found this person, Rhonda, on YouTube. And this was gone like within minutes. I took screenshots of it because there was multiple May 8th, 2023. And then it was gone. When I went through these videos, and I have videos of them, you may think it looks the same, but when you open the videos, there are small little changes. I think I'm going to go over this next time. And those small little changes, those are the changes that I want you guys to recognize inside a video. So when you're watching like Dolly, and let's take this off for a minute. Let me go to, let me show you, I blew this up. And you're watching, yeah, remember that account? It was very odd, but and you're watching a video and all of a sudden you'll be like, wait a minute, I just saw something really weird in there. Odds are you did. And see his head? See his head here? Odds are you did. And you have to give yourself enough credit to understand that it is there and to stop and look. We're always in a rush and we're rushing through and you're not really fully paying attention. You have to fully pay attention because the truth is in these videos. I'm telling you it is. I see it beneath it. Wait, it's getting to that page. Why did I put it all the way to the back? Oh, Rebecca, you gotta go. I'm just about done. I'm just about done. Little Summer. There's so many clues given to us. So many. So many storytellers that simply are telling the story. And it's not being recognized. Dolly's just been with Dolly, Bullhorn Betty, JLR, Ryan Finding Truth, Benny, Molly Golightly, Chronicles of Olivia, like this. This. This is the picture. This is the picture that, wait, matches the picture that I show you from Don and Candace's. Let me see if this is it. These. Right? It's from the window. These. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's things happening in my ear just now. So that tells me someone is here. These. So these two things. You see the box in Dolly's? The box in Dolly's, to me, is the same. That's the same to me as these are. It's the same information. It's the same information. And those are boxes. Those are the boxes that you see here. Oh, we do have a guest, right? I felt it in my ear. Who's the guest? Who came in that I felt it? Someone come in? Because I felt it's whoever just came in has like a has a different view, has a different kind of a viewpoint that would be interesting to listen to. It'd be interesting. Um, so this person here had so much in their video like this that showed the green screen and showed stuff that was going on top of a green screen. And this to me, this here are still the same rooms that I'm talking about today. Over and over and over and over. This has not changed. None of this. None of this. Kylie Rodney, same thing. Look at her face. Look what's going on. Kylie Rodney shows the same information as I'm showing you today. Nobody wants to touch these rooms with the 10-foot pole. Nobody. What's going on in these rooms, no one's talking about. Instead, they're going to fill the airways with nothingness. These are the rooms. Look in the right picture, all the way in the corner. That is a room. This is the Idaho 4. Benny Keys has always, now let me tell you something. Benny Keys. He's not the same Benny Keys as we all know. All different. All different people. All different people that have information to communicate to us about these sacrifices. And this is what they look like. This is what I'm showing you today within these videos that I selected to show you. This is what's happening inside these videos that nobody wants to talk about. They're filling it with air. These are children. They're in horrific situations. They're underground in these rooms, and they're being watched. These are Summer Moonwell's children. I call them that because she is the one that leads the parade. She's the one that is showing us this information. These children always have a small little door within their room. See that little door? It never fails to show. Never fails. There it is again. It's the little room. These little rooms. This is what needs to be found. This is what needs the light from all of the creators on YouTube. This. They're rooms behind rooms behind rooms. They're doors between doors between doors. They are there. They show themselves. And it stays consistent. These are sacrifices, and the information it shows doesn't change. Doesn't change. The maroon, the green, the white, The room, the room, the room. These children need justice. These rooms match across the board over and over and over. There's the screen. There's the screen with the maroon outside. There's the box with the number 5. This is sickening. And what's sickening is no one wants to talk about it. No. They're going to fill the airways with nothingness. These are visions of information and images that the children show because they know it to be true. They know this to be true. These are sacrifices that take place and they see them. You guys, these are from victims on from videos that I watch. And they're all free to watch. Look at their faces. You tell me that these are children that look like they're playing in the fields? No, you guys, they're not. They're not. These are victims that didn't have a choice. These are children. And look at them. They're under the ground. They're in the ground. They're below the surface. Below the surface. In the ground, underground, go in the hole, open the doors. You're going to find shit just walking through the fucking trees. This is what these doors look like. This is what the rooms look like. This is what the children look like. This is what the children look like. Over and over. I sent this stuff in over a year ago. And these victims only get justice by us showing the information because not one thing was done to this family. And let me tell you something. Everything that you're looking at in this presentation is exactly what's going on within the videos that you are watching that I tell you to watch. You guys remember this. Summer Moon Wells to the right has the same kind of teeth that you see here. Summer Moon Wells came in many different shapes, sizes, and ages. Same as these boys. There's not just one of them. There's multiples. Multiples in one area of a house, underground. They're there. So here is what you see goes over the face. This is what I showed you was on the face of Dolly and this guy right there. Those things is what I'm talking about. Same thing. What you see here to the right is the heart on the face, and what you see to the left is this. Victims that get justice by us recognizing the situation, by us talking and showing the truth that no one wants to talk about. The truth that lies beneath the videos. Look beyond the face to the left, behind it, a child without an eye. These are elements that are real, they exist, these children exist, they're being tortured, brutally attacked, and it's being lost in the airways, and it's so disappointing to watch YouTube completely ignore what the fuck is happening out there. There's the little door, always the door. Always a door frame. Rooms. These are rooms. Don Wells. I believe that he is sitting in one of these rooms and this shit is very familiar to him. This here with the child with the heart on his face is very, very familiar to him. This here might as well be Benny walking with the fan above his head. No, because these are victims. I'm showing you victims. These are sacrifices. I got this from Tina, Predator Nation. And this here is very significant. And this here is a whole different video that I'll go over because these are the victims, and I'm really keeping you guys focused on these photos. You could see the different children that are in here, and you could see the sacrifices that are happening. It's very brutal, you guys. It's very brutal. These are bits of information that are being hidden beneath the surface. And I have thousands of photos, thousands, and not one damn person that's in a position to do something about it has done anything. Nothing. These are all different victims. This is what I call Summer Moon Wells missing children. These are victims that I call Summer Moon Wells victims. Why? It's because Summer Moon is the one who has brought the information forward to me and has given a vehicle that we share back and forth for me to give you guys this information on a platform that makes you kind of hopefully see it. It took a while to figure that out. But this is what the girl looked like in the water with this thing on her neck. It's what the girl looked like. I'm like, oh, look at her. Look at her water. Look at her neck. See that neck? I show this a lot. I show this Ryan Upchurch's head when I see his head sitting back on something. It reminds me of this. Um, this is a constant. Kylie Rodney showed it in her car. Gabby Petito showed it very well, and so did Summer Moon. Over and over, you guys. Over and over. Over and over. Victims that lay in the corner of these beds. And this is what I see them in the corner of these rooms. And he's touching a plexiglass. He's touching a glass with his finger. These are victims of Summer Moon Wells' children. These are the victims that need justice because they're not getting it. Nobody is talking about this information. Dolly Vision, you need to wake up. I have plenty of stuff that I've gotten from his videos. He could go back to his own videos and go see what's in it. If he gives a shit. Guys, this is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. And wait till you see this little video that I'm going to be playing at the end. Where is it? Video clip. Is this it? Let me see here. Video clip. Let me see if this is it. You guys, let me see if this is it. Well, that's not the one I wanted. Let's see. Add source. Video. Video from storage. Yay. Okay, it's uploading. On that note, you guys, thank you all for being here. I'm going to play my last little 20 seconds of this video, and I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys, all my new members. Muffin Top, great job. All my subscribers. Here we go. Look at that. How about that? How fun is that? Do do do. Woohoo! Let's play it again. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and share. WCIA Network, Voice for the Children. Boom. Copyright Act 1976. Smash that like button and see y'all soon.